How are you doing, everybody? Welcome to Russell Heritage Golf. Today I've got a really good drill that I'm going to share with you. Got asked the question the other day on the Instagram channel. Somebody just asked me what is my favourite drill that I could recommend to all golfers, and I actually replied with the stepping in drill. The stepping in drill is where you're basically coordinating that transitional movement where you step forward as you're still rotating back. So it's a really simple drill, but what it also is that it just basically teaches you how to get that feeling of falling and recentering as you're still completing the top of your backswing position. This one, and I kind of thought that was my favourite one. This one is even more so. See, the biggest thing really when we kind of coming to separate amateur golfers to professional golf swings, yes, okay, athleticism, coordination obviously plays a part in skill level, but one of the biggest things that is definitely the biggest difference is that transitional move and creating more power and energy coming in towards the downswing position. What I tend to see with most amateur golfers is things like a loss of posture, things where we're moving more in this sort of direction, or when you're kind of doing things like pulling your arms down. So pretty much every amateur golfer has a general fault in the transition, or it's an area of their golf swing where they can improve their golf swing. It's an area which I'm really passionate about because I've seen hundreds of golfers improve by just doing simple basic drills. What should happen? What should happen to start the downswing is that we should basically be rotating the body, should we say very downward facing. So as I start to initiate this downswing movement, you see the way that my body and everything goes very much down towards the ground, helping me create energy. But what it's also doing is that it's basically moving the lead arm. And it's moving the lead arm because it's moving the chest, which is moving the shoulder, which is moving the arm. So to generate speed, what you've got to do is you've obviously got to sequence the events, but you've also got to speed up the events. And the thing that you're basically trying to speed up is the retraction of that left shoulder going back and behind you to impart more energy on the hands and the arms, to impart more energy on the club. So what is the drill? Well, the drill's really simple. It's even something that you can do at home. You basically put your right hand underneath your left hand, and in the backswing position, the idea is that you're trying to really elevate your lead arm and feel like you're sucking it across your chest. So you should feel an activation in the shoulder area. That's your first tip. As I'm applying pressure with my right hand onto my left arm, what you'll find is that it will also encourage your left arm to stay naturally very straight in the backswing. So for golfers that have a tendency where the right arm overbends and this bends, you start putting pressure, the whole thing will bend. So what you'll find is that your lead arm will apply a force to keep it straight. So that's one of the reasons why this drill is brilliant. It'll keep your arms connected. That's another reason why it's brilliant. It'll teach you to pull your right arm back, which is another reason why the drill is brilliant, because basically that's the odd job of your trail arm in the golf swing. But fundamentally, the thing that should move the lead arm in the downswing is not a pulling of the arm, it's a rotational movement. See, I'm applying the same amount of pressure that I did in the top of the backswing. So I'm keeping my left arm close to my chest, and the feeling is as I transition, I actually feel like my left arm is getting closer to my chest in that early downswing. The way that this happens is because, like we said, left arm stays up in the air, I'm applying a pressure to keep it up in the air, and then I'm turning my chest downward, which is, as you can see, moving the shoulder down, which is pulling the left arm down. So you pull the arm down, it's not a powerful sequence, and it doesn't move the shoulder, so it kind of hinders your ability to get decent contact as well. So if you're somebody who is kind of a little bit kind of this way and a bit flicky, or you know that you're lacking distance, then this is a big thing that you want to start doing, is turning into the arm, and that's why it is 100% my favourite drill. Now is as good a time as you're ever going to get where you need to start trying to make subtle swing changes. And the way that you're basically going to do it is that you've just got to teach your brain that there's a new way to hit the ball, which is potentially better than what you're currently doing. So what normally happens is that somebody will watch some content and try and take it down the driving range. And then what normally happens is that you don't do it. So you're never really even trying to give that sort of new sensation a chance. What also might happen is, let's say that you are somebody who tries it and it doesn't work immediately. It's like, that's obviously going to happen. You know, you're never going to change instantaneously. But the more and more you can do this drill, like I see with the online lessons, it'll take anything from 2 to 5 attempts, right? So potentially a couple of hours worth of repetition before your brain will get that sort of epiphany moment where it will then start to go, light bulb moment, oh, I've got to turn into the arm. And that's what he was saying about that drill. And that is basically going to be so much more powerful than anything else. And you can class it like the slingshot drill, the catapult drill, whatever you want to do. You're winding it back, your arm across your chest, winding, using your trail hand to wind it further still. And then you are basically rotating to move the direction of your arm, then slinging it through. It's the perfect example of basically storing up energy and then releasing it at the right point in time. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Always appreciate a thumbs up and a like. Remember, it's absolutely free to press that subscribe button. If you're going to do so, press the little bell icon, because that means you receive notifications every time a new video comes out. Work hard, do the drill. Catch you guys again soon.